Hello, this tutorial is for a border. It's called the Wavy Shells border. It's quite an easy one to do as long as you're quite familiar with chain stitch and double crochet. I'm using double knitting yarn and a 5mm hook. I'm going to just work the border onto another square for the tutorial as I've done on this one. Obviously if you're doing it onto a blanket you will need to pause the video until you reach the corner once we've got the shell pattern explained. To work this border onto the modern granny square, and we're going to start with a slip knot onto the hook and then join with a slip stitch into the stitch after the corner of the blanket or the project that you're going to put this border onto. So we're going to start with 3 chain, which counts as the first double, and then we're going to do 1 double into each of the next 3 stitches. There's 1, 2, and I'm going to actually do the next one into the 1 chain space here so that I'm keeping it into the 4. Oops. So there we've got the 3 chain start stitch plus the 3 doubles, so we've got in effect 4 doubles altogether. We're now going to work 4 chain, and then we flip the work over and we do a slip stitch into the top of the first stitch, which is the 3rd chain, followed by a chain 1. So there we've got the start. We've got the 3 chain, 3 doubles, 4 chain, we've flipped over the work and slip stitched into the top of the 3rd chain, followed by chain 1. So we're now going to work 4 double crochets into this 4 chain space here. So yarn over, pick up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. We're going to do 7 double crochets into this 4 chain space. Sorry, I think I said 4 before, but it's 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. We're now going to work 1 double in each of the next 4 stitches. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do the next one into the 1 chain space. We're now going to work 4 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again we turn over the work. This time we're going to slip stitch into this first part of the 4 chain space from the previous row. So where we did the 7 doubles, we're going to do a slip stitch to join into that same space. Flip back over and chain 1. We've now got another 4 chain space here, and again we're going to work 7 double crochets into that 4 chain space. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. We've now created the first wave. We then do 1 double into each of the next 4 stitches. Now we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Work 4 chain, flip over, and again we're going to work a slip stitch just under the last double crochet that we did here into this bar. So slip stitch, flip back over and chain 1. So again we've got the third 4 chain space here, where again we're going to work 7 double crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. We now do 1 double into each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 chain, flip over, and again we're going to slip stitch into the 4 chain space just under the last of the doubles there. So 1 slip stitch and flip back over, 1 chain, and then the 7 doubles again into this 4 chain space. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. You can actually see now the actual waves are forming nicely along the edge. So we're back to the 4 doubles, 1 in each of the next 4 stitches. And followed by 4 chain. Flip over and slip stitch into the bar under the last double. Back over to the right side and chain 1. Now back to the 7 doubles into the 4 chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Back to the 4 doubles, 1 in each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 chain, flip over and slip stitch under the last double. Chain 1. We're going to do 7 doubles again into the 4 chain space. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. We've now, on this particular square, I've only got 3 doubles and then we're into the corner, so I'm just going to work 1 double into each of the next 3. So we've got 1, 2 and 3, but don't go into the corner chain space. We're still going to work the 4 chains, flip and a slip stitch into the bar again, back over to the right side, and we're still going to work the 7 doubles into that 4 chain space. So we've got the chain 1 to start and then 7 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And we're now going to work the corner stitch. So into your corner space you're going to work 2 doubles, chain 1 and 2 more doubles, and then we're going to work the 4 chain, and again we're going to slip stitch behind under the last double, chain 1, and on the corner in the 4 chain space we're going to work 8 doubles. So there we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. It just needs that 1 extra double crochet, just because we've done the 2 doubles plus 1 chain and the 2 doubles, and it just takes it round the corner nicely. We're now going to work a double in each of the next 4 stitches. Before you got to the corner you would probably need to pause the video and work all the way along the side of your blanket until you get to the corner space. So we're going to now work along the next side of the project. So being careful not to skip this first stitch here that's sort of slightly hidden by the 4 doubles that we had in the corner. So we're going to work 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain 4, flip over and slip stitch under the last double, chain 1. We're now ready to do the 7 doubles into the 4 chain space. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and then back to the 4 doubles, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Followed by again the 4 chain, flip over and slip stitch under the last double, back over to the right side, chain 1, and we're ready to do another 7 of the doubles. Four, 5, 6 and 7. So that's the wavy shells edge. You may find on your project that where on the last block before the corner where I did 3, if you've got 4 stitches you would be able to do the 4 stitches there, and then the 2 doubles into the corner space with a chain and 2 doubles, and then 8 of the doubles into that 4 chain space, but 7 into each of the other 4 chain spaces. So there we have the shells, the wavy shells pattern. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.